Hello, welcome again to the lecture series on engineering thermodynamics. Let us continue our discussions on the topic mixture of gases. Here basically we'll work out some numerical examples to understand the concepts better. First, let me start with an example. A vessel contains 8 kg of oxygen, 7 kg of nitrogen, 22 kg of carbon dioxide. So you can say mass of oxygen, that's equal to 8 kg. Mass of nitrogen, that is 7 kg. Mass of carbon dioxide, that is equal to 22 kg. There are 3 gases given: oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. The total pressure in the vessel is 400 kilopascal. So this is the vessel. It has oxygen, it has nitrogen, it is carbon dioxide. Its total pressure is 400 kilopascal. Okay, kPa. And the temperature is 300 degrees Celsius. Let us say T is equal to 273 plus 100, 373 K. Calculate the partial pressure of each gas in the vessel, volume of vessel. What is this volume? We have to find out. We have to find out actually PO2, similarly PN2 and PCO2. We have to calculate. Also, we have to find out what is the volume of this vessel. Total pressure in the vessel when the temperature is raised to 200 degrees Celsius. Now it is under 100 degrees Celsius. What will be the final pressure when I heat it to 200 degrees Celsius? Okay. For that, how do you find out? First, let us find out the number of moles of oxygen. Number of moles of oxygen, as I've said earlier, it is always the weight of the substance divided by its molecular weight. We can always find out the number of moles. This I have explained in the previous chapter, that is in the ideal gas chapter, how to find out the number of moles N. Weight of substance by molecular weight. Weight of substance is 8 kg divided by molecular weight is 32, so you will get 0.25. So you can call it as N1. Number of moles of nitrogen, again you have 7 kg here, 7 divided by its molecular weight 28.25. Number of moles of carbon dioxide, you have 22 kgs of carbon dioxide divided by its molecular weight, you will get 0.5. So we have already proved mole fraction is equal to partial pressure ratio. So total number of moles is 0.25 of oxygen, 0.25 of nitrogen and 0.5 of carbon dioxide. Will get 1. So mole fraction of oxygen is 0.25 by 1. Mole fraction of this thing is nitrogen is 0.25 by 1. Mole fraction of or volume fraction of this is equal to 0.5. So it's equal to partial pressure. Now the partial pressure of oxygen is 0.25 into total pressure, that is 100 kilopascal. Same way partial pressure of nitrogen is 100 kilopascal. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 200 kilopascals. So thus we have found out partial pressure of each gas in the vessel. Now let us find out the volume of the vessel. Volume of the vessel is V equal to MRT by P. Okay. You have to find out R now. For that, let us find out the molecular weight. So I have given this equation already, correct? So from this equation, we can find out what is the molecular weight of the mixture. So what is this? Mass fraction divided by its molecular weight. Correct. We know that equation. From that equation, we can find out the molecular weight of the mixture. That is 37. That is mass fraction by its molecular weight. You go on doing that mass fraction, molecular weight and all that. So 22, 30, 37 is the total mass. So mass fraction of oxygen is 8 by 37 by its molecular weight. Mass fraction of nitrogen is 7 by 37 divided by its molecular weight. Mass fraction of carbon dioxide is this by its molecular weight. So you got the molecular weight of the mixture. So now the mixture gas constant is universal gas constant by molecular weight. You know the universal gas constant value is this molecular weight. So you have got the R value. Okay, R value. So go back to this equation, mRT by P. So M is 37, R is this, temperature is this, okay, P is. So you get this volume of the vessel. At constant volume, because the vessel size remains same, P1 T1 is equal to P2 by T2. I'll increase the temperature by 100 degrees Celsius. What will be the pressure? So this is the pressure you get from this equation. Hope you have understood how to find the molecular weight of the mixture, the mass fractions, then universal gas constant. That's the idea of this topic. Let us consider another example. A vessel contains 0.2 meter cube capacity. A vessel of 0.2 meter cube capacity. Vessel of 0.2 meter cube capacity. Total volume. It contains 2 kg of carbon dioxide. Mass of carbon dioxide is equal to 2 kg. Mass of nitrogen is equal to 1.5 kg. Okay, 2 kg of carbon dioxide, 1.5 nitrogen. This temperature is T is 300 K. Determine pressure in the vessel. So we have to get the partial pressures of these things and add them up. So we'll get the pressure in the vessel, mole fraction of each constituent, and R and M of the mixture. Okay. First, pressure in the vessel, P is equal to mRT by V. M is the mass, R is R bar by molecular weight, this T by V. Okay. So now for carbon dioxide, we'll use this equation. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide is mass of carbon dioxide is 2 kg. Universal gas constant by molecular weight. T, the temperature is 300 K. V is 0.2 meter cube. Right. So I'll get kilopascal. I divided by 1000 to get kilopascal. This is not correct. Small k, capital P, A. Okay. Similarly, partial pressure of nitrogen. Same way you calculate. You will get this. This is Kpa. So what should be the total pressure? Partial pressure of carbon dioxide plus partial pressure of nitrogen. You will get this. Okay. Mole fraction. Mole fraction is also equal to volume fraction is equal to partial pressure ratio. So I know the total pressure. I know the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So I can get the mole fraction. Similarly, mole fraction of nitrogen I can get. Good. Right. Now we want to find the R and M of the mixture. So for that we will find M. M is 1 by mass fraction of CO2 by molecular weight of the mass fraction. Mass fraction is what? 2 divided by 3.2 2 is the mass of carbon, total weight is 3.5. You'll get this molecular weight of carbon dioxide. Mass fraction of nitrogen is 1.5 by, again, total mass is 3.5. Its molecular weight 28. You will get M value. So R is equal to R bar by M. So you are going to get the R and M of the mixture. Right? Hope you understood. Just we have to do the simple calculations and using whatever equations we have derived earlier, we have to apply into them and get the required things. Let us work out another example. A mixture contains, take a vessel, mixture contains 1 kg of helium, 2.5 kg of nitrogen, the temperature is 300 K, pressure is 100 kilopascal, small k, Pa Pascal, right, is compressed in reversible adiabatic process, means reversible adiabatic entropy is constant, to 700 kilopascal. These are the initial conditions, and you compress it, you will get the pressure to 700 kilo. Determine the partial pressure of the constituents at the end of compression. Partial pressure you have to find out. Okay. The final temperature we have to find out. Now it is 300 K. What will be the change in internal energy of the system? So Cp values of N2, Cp values of He, Cv, and Cp values are all given. So we know the partial pressure is what? Is also equal to mole fraction. So Pa by P is equal to Xa. So now the question is, it is what are the number of moles of nitrogen? Mass of nitrogen is 2.5. Molecular weight of nitrogen is this. So you will get the number of moles of nitrogen. Same way, number of moles of helium you get. 1 kg divided by 4, you will get the number of moles. Total number of moles is equal to number of moles of nitrogen plus number of moles of helium. Add these two, you will get the total number of moles. So that it is possible to get the mole fraction of nitrogen, mole fraction of helium. So mole fraction is also equal to partial pressure ratio. So you will get the partial pressures. So you know the total pressure is given as 100 kilopascal. I'll get this partial pressure ratio. From that, I can get the pressure of nitrogen and get the pressure of helium. The partial pressure of the constant at the end of compression. I got it, because at the end of the compression, the pressure is given as 700 kilopascal. I multiply this and I'll be getting this. Okay. Next is final temperature. We'll do that. So we know that this again specific heat of mixture. I have derived this equation. Mass fraction and specific heats are there. You'll get this. Specific heat, constant volume, you know this. So once I know specific heat at constant pressure of the mixtures, specific heat at constant volume of the mixture, these values are determined, divided by one by the other, you will get the gamma mix. Sorry, there are lots of mistakes here. It is small k, kgk, and kind of things like that. You have got the gamma mixture. It is adiabatic process. The temperature pressure relationship we have derived earlier in thermodynamic process. T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 to the power of gamma minus 1 gamma. T1 is known. We can find out the T2 value. Change in internal energy. Since temperature is known, change in internal energy, we know this. It's a constant one. Right. So it's basically applying the equations which you are derived and determining the required values. So another example I'll work out. The volumetric analysis of the exhaust gases of an IC engine as measured with the help of R-sort operators is given below. So we use R-sort operators to find out the composition of the exhaust gases. Okay, nowadays people you hardly use R-sort operators. We have the gas probes. Using this, you can measure the we can carry out the volumetric analysis of the exhaust gases or flue gas. So we have got nitrogen 82%, carbon dioxide 12%, oxygen 4%, and CO 2%. Determine that analysis on a mass basis and molecular weight and gas constant for the exhaust gas. Okay, so we have got nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and all that. You know, fraction by volume is 0.82, 0.12, 0.04, and molecular weight is nitrogen molecular weight, no, carbon dioxide molecular, oxygen molecular weight, carbon monoxide molecular weight. So you can find out the mass now. Right, fraction. So write product 22 point this thing 96 and all those things. So you can find out this total. You add this. Now mass fraction we can find out. Okay. So molecular weight is 1 by, you know this equation already. So you know the mass fractions and you know the molecular weights. Do this, you will get the total molecular weight of this mixture of gases. So our mixture is universal gas constant and the molecular weight, you know, you can calculate this. So that is what is action. Determine molecular weight of the mixture, also gas constant for the exhaust gas. So same way, I have stated a few more examples over here. So take these examples, like, you know, you just work out these examples and determine the required things. So I do not think you face any difficulty while solving these examples. This is for your practice. Okay. So hope you understood how to apply these equations which we have derived for determining the molecular weight of the mixture and determining the R of the mixture and of course the partial pressures. Okay, with this you just practice those examples I have just worked out and I have explained how to do those kind of a thing, those kind of examples with a few illustrated examples. With this, let us conclude the topic mixture of gases and we will discuss another topic in the next session. Till then, thank you very much.